The issue of webcasting the state legislature isn't going away. Yet another service has popped up offering free audio of floor sessions of the House and the Senate. This time is from the online New Mexico Legislative Reports newsletter. Publisher is Beverly Garcia. I asked her to tell us more about the webcasting service and also about New Mexico Legislative Reports.
Well, we're a legislative newspaper, been in business for 26 years, and we've been streaming audio for the last 5 years. This is our 6th year that we've been doing it for our paid subscribers. We decided to go on ahead and make it public to everyone in New Mexico because we have the experience, we have the bandwidth, it's there, and it's available.
And you'll be doing the full floor sessions?
We'll do the full floor sessions. Will be live anytime that the House is in session and when the Senate is in session, for both of them.
And we can find this at where?
Lawmakerslive.com.
Why have you been doing this 5 years now, and why are you doing it for free now?
Well, because there's just been so much wrangling taking place now, and I just think that it's just best to just go live with it at this time. I mean, everyone is just really screaming for it, and it seems to me like if we're going to do it, we ought to do it right, and our audio is good, it's clear, it's there, the whole infrastructure is in place. And I think that's what's going to happen is if we start going in other ways, I've already listened to some of the audio, it isn't good, and I just hated to see us putting out something that just isn't quality, and I know it can be done right.
Well, a technical question, maybe just of interest to you and to me, but where do you plug in all of this? How do you get the sound and how do you feed it out?
You know, part of that is proprietary. I mean, I've put in the lines ourselves. We've done it at our own expense. We've been doing it for 5 years. So the infrastructure that we use is completely owned by New Mexico Legislative Reports. We do not plug into the state lines.
And you're taking the sound, of course, off the state system, the speaker system in the full House and Senate.
No, we do not plug into their lines. We get it ourselves.
Well, it does make it proprietary, doesn't it?
Well, yes, if we've been paying for it, I would imagine so.
Well, you'll be able to measure usage as people tune in.
We can do that, but that isn't our intent. What we're trying to do is get it out there for the public to be able to listen to the proceedings. I think that's the intent here.
Do you think there's enough pressure now with everything happening, particularly your latest foray here and your offering today, that they will change their mind and start doing more themselves, the legislature?
You know, I really don't know. I think that right now, frankly, it's difficult for them to forge ahead with it because there are some real costs involved. I mean, I just read a couple of days ago where it's going to cost an additional $8,000 to $10,000 just to get, I don't know if it's for an encoder or a basic audio server or really what's going on because I'm not on the inside there. But when you start adding 10,000 here, 5,000 there, and I know what the costs are. I know how expensive they are because I've paid it. And I just think, my gosh, we're just adding more money on top of more money on top of more money, and I just think it's going to be a costly thing, and I don't think that it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be that easy to get it done without spending an additional amount of money.
Well, at any rate, it sounds like the time for the ink pot and the quill pen to be retired.
I think you're right.
Beverly Garcia at New Mexico Legislative Reports.